What up, big kids? And why is that was weird. What up, big kids? Or hey guys. I don't know if I'll say the big kids, especially the way that YouTube is. I might be retired. But yeah, it's been a while. My first live show video of the year, and before we get started, we'll get on to the more happier stuff. Not that this is gonna be a depressing video or anything. Oop, and now I get that. Oh no, that's a notification about my show being live. Okay, not that this is going to be a depressing video. It's just going to be a real update video. And yeah, I wonder if I do this. Oh, okay, that actually helped. You know, it's funny if I kind of aim my light against my wall instead of on me. It's not like super blown out. By the way, I haven't done a video in a month since my top 10 figures of 2019 video. I know, and that's a big reason I'm going to address all that while I'm going to do that. But real quick, this video is sponsored by, since this is also an unboxing video, from Big Bad Toy Store. Click the link for so much more. Since Big Bad Toy Store is my only sponsor right now. And yeah, buying things through my link with them helps me out a lot. A lot of great things in stock right now, like things I want to get that I will have to save up for, or hopefully can get, like the Masterpiece Hound and Black Arachnia. They got like man, like a lot of cool stuff that I mean, this stuff I was really excited for, which I'll unbox here. Stuff that these are figures that I never thought we would ever get, so it's very special to me, especially growing up. But we'll get to that in there. But yeah, Big Bad Toy Store latest in Transformers and Hot Toys Marvel Legends, as well as what's in here. So we'll get into that. But yeah, I haven't done a video in a month. Probably the longest time I've gone without doing a video in a while. Normally, like I would at least do a video like a week or so, and I do miss doing videos. Like that's the thing I'm going to talk about with yeah, the Earthrise toy line. Yeah, I definitely can't wait for the Cliff Jumper and a bunch of other ones. My whole thing is that the Transformers Masterpiece line is my favorite, but they're also expensive figures. So it's kind of like the Earthrise line is like perfect for a more cheaper line that's still great, but and also more fun to transform because the Siege Earthline figures are way more fun to transform. By the way, there's Chewie right there. And you guys can see here, it's funny, like bullseyes right here. I got unboxed a bunch of I've been unboxing things and figuring out where to put things. I've actually been putting things on display. You guys can't see it. I got Transformers and my Marvel Legends X-Men and Power Rangers. Once I want to eventually get everything unboxed, I like, and I'll get to like the big meat of the video minus the unboxing is that been going through like big depression funk. The whole Kappa thing didn't help out too. That whole Kappa thing, especially even videos right now on my channel have been affected where unless I change it, you will notice that there's no comments in there, no personal ads, my revenue. It's really affected things. And yeah, it's really affected everything I've done last like 12 years on this channel when it comes to toy reviews. I mean, well, really, I've been on YouTube now with February. Yeah, it's like, man, 12 years, 12, 13 years. Yeah, be 13 years since I started YouTube next month. And then this channel would be 12 years. As if you guys know, I had the original channel was X Sean X Long X, and then this channel, Sean X Long, was that replacement. This was meant to actually be, yeah, I know the knockoff ones are pretty cool. When it comes to Transformers, those are the ones I actually support the knockoffs. Like the knockoff SH figure arts are the worst, though. I definitely wouldn't get anything knockoff that's not Transformers. But I mean, I still support getting the actual Takara Hasbro stuff because I prefer, you know, actual stuff minus knockoff. I don't even really like to do third party stuff anymore. I used to be all about the big third party, but it would get so expensive. Then Hasbro or Takara would actually do them, and they would end up a lot better. And then you can never sell the third party stuff. Some you could sell for as much, if not more, because they're still great. Like I sold my Fans Toys Hound because I'm getting the plan to get the Takara one. By the way, this video is not sponsored by. If anything, I give them money every day. Buy 2 Starbucks. And after I do this unboxing, I still got to go to work. So let me address what's been going on. So I've been the holidays ever since September. Well, I moved here in September. I'm in San Jose area. I'm from Sacramento. Lived in Sacramento for 9 years, and then I moved. Hey, Digital Fanboy. Shout out to Digital Fanboy. And then this last year was really hard in so many ways. I mean, it was hard. The move, as much as I love doing the move, it's been so hard on me so many ways. Like I got in debt moving. Like my mom actually helped me out with some moving costs, and I'm still like paying her back for it, which sucks. Moving is so expensive because we moved the weekend of Labor Day, or not the day, but we moved the weekend of Labor Day weekend, and that costs that I didn't. Unlike the last time I moved, I didn't really have anyone to help me move. Everyone was busy because that's like the worst weekend you can ask someone to move. Like, well, one thing, no one wants to help anyone move. Like, friends that help people move are like a godsend, but at the same time, like, anyone doesn't want moving sucks. So doing it for someone that's not yourself is always the worst. And then on top of that, doing it on the weekend that people are busy, like Labor Day weekend is like the worst. In fact, I wouldn't even think about doing Labor Day weekend because that's usually SAC Anime weekend. But last year they did it during June because of the renovation of the convention center. Anyway, so but yeah, so the move was so hard on me emotionally and physically. I exhausted myself, and with the way my situation is with YouTube and which I'm an Uber driver is pretty much my part-time main income earner. I can take time anytime. What's great about my job, but what's worse about it is that I can take as much time off as I want. I just don't get paid time off. And that's what sucked about the move, is that I had to take time off from working to work on moving things. But at the same time, I don't get paid. No one gets paid to move their stuff to another location. If anything, you're spending a lot of money, like in this case. And we had to hire movers, which was so costly, cost more than the moving truck, which was also costly. So that really sucked. But yeah, ever since I moved here, I've been dealing with, and then I had to pay for a deposit. I didn't get my old deposit back because my old roommates. Oh, and then last year was hard too because I lost like a couple of best friends, both for really dumb reasons and over to relationships. And yeah, it's just people that I used to hang out with all the time. I don't hang out with them anymore. And then my remaining close best friends are back in Sacramento, and I really only see them like once a month. So, and then the other sad thing that I don't really talk about, and I'll talk about it here, literally the month after I moved here, which I'm close to my dad and my grandma and my mom, my brother, my youngest brother Joss, and my stepdad. But my grandma, who's I have a really close relationship with, she got diagnosed with throat cancer, and she's battling it right now, and she's not going to get treatment. So she's pretty much staying at a hospice right now until the cancer takes her. So we don't know how long we'll have her, maybe a few more months. It's really like anyone's guess, but she's not getting treatment. And I mean, she's in her early 80s, so she's not like young, but at the same time, it's just hard. She was a smoker, and she's a big reason why I don't smoke. Yes, if anyone is a smoker, please quit for your family's health, for your health. I mean, for your health first, and then for your family. Um, because yeah, like the sad thing was she had to quit smoking years ago, and she would have died even sooner. But the damage was done, and she's from that generation where, I mean, like yeah, that generation, like the greatest generation, I guess, where smoking was just like that's we didn't have smartphones and even real toys, so you just smoked. She's been smoking since she was a teenager, so that's sad. But she quit years ago, but still, it got to her. So yeah. So that besides that taking a toll on me emotionally, I mean that's something I always mentally, emotionally prepared for, but it's been affecting my dad even more so. My poor dad, because of course that's his mom, and they have a close relationship, and then my aunts, and yeah, so that's the only people. And then my dad visits my grandma all the time, and my grandma's in good spirits for the most part, but then she's also been upset about like, of course, everything that's going on with her, being in the hospital, and like her health and everything that's hurting her. So she vents to my dad, and then my dad vents to me, which I'm trying to be there for my dad because I love my dad and we have a great relationship. I'm very lucky to have a great relationship with all my parents. But yeah, it's really sucks that um, all my close friends I'm far away with, I don't really have anyone to vent with. I try to find a therapist here, and it's been tough, both for the financial state and also the just everything. So I don't really have anyone to vent to, and I just been the holidays was really hard because my birthday, I was single again. I If you guys saw pictures on Instagram and stuff, I had a beard going on for a while. I shaved it recently because that was, even though I like beards and I look good in a beard for the most part, I feel like that beard was out of depression, a total depression beard. Where, by the way, you can see Chitara there. She's blending with Fox. Yeah, like that beard was only because I just didn't care. During the holidays, I I moved here. I lost some friends. My grandma's sick. My family's in disarray. Was lonely. I've been trying to date. I go on dates. Like I was just on a date like the other day. I go on dates constantly, but because I only way I can really meet people is through dating apps. Dating apps are the worst. I want to make like a video about that where I just rate dating apps and how much they suck. Like Tinder's the worst. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Uh, oh, thank you, Bearded Blonde. But yeah, it was because I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be single. I've been single. Even though I've dated some people even for a few months that I don't talk about because I keep my private life pretty private. I've been dating around for the last 2 years, and it sucks. Like I didn't think I would be this long relationship, and already my last relationship was almost 3 years. It'd been like 2.5 years since my last relationship, my last real one, and then and it's I just turned 36 a couple months ago. It's been hard. It's like my brother has 3 kids, well 5 kids, including his like stepkids, and he's younger than me. My cousins have kids who are around my age, even some cousins that they're younger than me. I'm not trying to compare, but it's one thing to be in your 20s and it's like, oh, it's okay, and like it'll happen eventually. But when you're actually legitimately trying to find love and like you want a relationship, you want a family, and it just meant with tons of dates that end in disappointment, or you if anyone's friends with me on Facebook, I've talked about this a few times, and I appreciate you guys letting me vent about this. It's I don't I'm not trying to like use YouTube as the therapy thing, but I just want to be so transparent and honest about things. I don't want to hide um I don't want to hide the good or bad things in my life. I mean, why would you hide the good things? But you know what I'm saying? I want to be very transparent so people know what's going on with me. Excuse me. But I love the holidays. Like the holidays aren't like I I love Christmas. I love um the family stuff. I love the movies. I love the decorations. I love, you know, the Starbucks holiday drinks. But I think, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and as much, I mean, who knows? I could have a date, or who knows, even a girlfriend by then. I mean, you never know. But uh, that's me being optimistic. Um, but Valentine's Day doesn't make me sad if I'm alone. It's more the holidays, because it's not about like relationships or having someone make out with or whatever, even though I love making out. Um, I miss like, you know, like it was so nice. You know, I got to, all my nieces and nephews, I got them all Toy Story characters, and they love them, and it was so much fun playing with them. But yeah, it's like, it's hard when every year goes by and you don't have like your own bundle of joy. I mean, and I talk about this too, like Chewy, who's right here next to me, Chitara, who's right there, Luna, who's in the other room. They, I'll be honest, like and frank, if they weren't in my lives the last few years, I probably would have ended up killing myself. I don't like to be morbid, but they have kept me going because, man, it's like it was so hard, you guys. Like, I mean, anyone that's been watching my channel, the rise and fall, I'm definitely in this kind of weird fall. Hopefully, rise will be around the corner. But yeah, it my pets give me a reason to get up in the morning. Like Chewy is legitimately the reason why I get up and get out of the house, minus like my job, of course. But yeah, like and then coming home to him after working 5 6 hours doing Uber. I'm 36, Pete. Yeah, Captain Imagination. You know, I've had a dog and cats for, well, I've had one of my cats for 6 years, almost 6 years. One of them for 5 years, and then Chewy will be 4 years this September. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like having my animals, I don't like to even call them pets. They're my fur children. Um, they give me a reason to keep going. Like to not lose, like them, and the hope that I will find love again. And that's the big thing, to find love again. It's always the hardest thing when you know what love is, you know what true love felt like, you know what a great relationship felt like. And I've had some great relationships. I've had, even if they didn't end the best, and even though there were some problems, I look back at my relationships. I had some great ones, and I felt bad that a couple of them are during times where I didn't truly appreciate. In fact, my first girlfriend, after uh, my engagement ended, after being engaged, I said this to some friends, but I felt bad because emotionally I should have waited another year before I started dating, or at least be at the point where I am now. Uh, because she was so great, and she deserved way better than me during the time. She was, uh, we were like the best of friends, and she's very beautiful. And I mean, people know my timeline, they know who I'm talking about, and she's happy. She's been in a long-term relationship now. Uh, yeah, she definitely deserved that more than what I was giving her. And like, I feel, in retrospect, I wish that I could have been that guy for her, because man, I was just so emotionally, partly, not fully, but definitely mostly emotionally dead because yeah, like she told me she loved me, and I didn't know how to respond. And normally, especially now, if someone tells me they love me and that, and like I would want to be at the same point where like I tell them I love them too, you know. But yeah, it's yeah, I just want to be frank and honest and stuff. So yeah, I know that's why I'm looking into support groups, to counseling, because it definitely, I was doing that back in Sacramento right before I moved, and that's one thing that sucked. Like I found a great counselor who I really liked, and then I moved, and that sucked. And then I've been trying to find one, and it's been really hard. But it's also because the holidays made it hard too, because spending money on presents for others, like I got presents for my whole family, um, and you weren't ready. If you hadn't married, you probably would have divorced. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing too. I look at the woman who is engaged to, who I love and still have love for. Um, but I mean, I haven't talked to her in a long time, but I wish her the best. And she was dealing with a lot of pain, and I tried to help her through it. I dealt with some pain, and she helped me through it. Um, I mean, I came off of my worst relationship, then going into her, which she was like definitely the best relationship, minus what happened to us at the end. But yeah, I really loved her, and I would have married her. I would have had kids with her. Um, she has a kid now with someone else, and I don't want to get into a whole that, but she means a lot to me, and she always will mean a lot to me. And it sucks that anyone I date now, um, I mean, it's like that. Here's the big thing about dating is that people are naive if they think that you can't, that your love for someone before they start dating you didn't mean something, whether it ended, even if it ended badly. You you as a human have the capacity to love more than one person. And there's obviously with polyamorous people, they love a bunch of people at the same time, but especially you're able to oh man, Pete, I don't know if I have tips for dating. I just have tips of dealing with the depression of how dating goes bad. But yeah, yeah, I know. And dark man, Florida. I know I have friends who are in their 40s that are single, and I feel sad for them because I know a lot of them, they don't want that, and I'm heading towards that path, and I don't want that, and it's hard. I mean, here's the thing, you know, people, you look at movies like La La Land, which are about like, you don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. They'll, you might get a thousand no's, but then it leads you closer to that one yes, and you get that audition that gets you that role that will make you a movie star, right? But it's the same thing as is finding love, right? Online dating, especially, it's going through all these people you go on dates with, and it doesn't end up right, and it just all like ends up like no, no, it goes to, you mutually decide to, it didn't work out, whatever, and you hope that it'll lead to the one that does care about you, that does want to spend time with you, that wants to get to know you, that wants to love you, and then that will like and then you'll be happy, like. And here's the thing, I know I don't look for someone because they will fix me. I don't look for someone because being in a relationship means all my problems will be gone. Hell no. When you're in a relationship, you have just as much problems, if sometimes more, than if you were single. But the big thing is that when you're with the right person, the person cares about you as much as you care about them. You have this support system. You have this, like I say this even to like a lot of people who I'm like go on dates with. I'm looking for someone who's my best friend as well as my lover, and that's what I want. Like my ex fiance, she was my best friend and my lover, and that's what I want. Oh, John's one of my best friends, and one of the friends I wish that I lived closer. And um, even I know he deals with his own pains and problems. John is a model of a person I want to be, more so than his amazing career at voicing Soundwave and Shockwave and Bumblebee, the best Transformers movie out there, including the 86 movie. But John is my hero, and goals for his relationship with his wife and his kids. And I was talking to Amanda actually about how much I envy you guys, and I know it's hard. John and Amanda deal with a lot of stress with their kids, especially because like just like my brother Joss and my nephew, one of their kids is autistic, and it's hard, and it's very hard. And I really give John and Amanda props for being such a strong unit and doing what they need to do for their kids, and they're just amazing people. And I look for them as hope that I can have that from one day. So yeah, and that this is like the biggest like oxymoron about my situation is that I'm a guy that has suffered from depression pretty much all my life, and just like you guys know, with YouTube, YouTube has been a thing where it helped with my depression, and when things were great, it was the best antidepressant. And when things were especially great financially, had my popularity on YouTube during the time, I definitely I definitely feel. Oh yeah, yeah, and John was also in Detective Pikachu and Underwater. That's amazing, John. John's in so many things. I mean, he's not just the voice of honest trailers. He's in so many video games like XCOM and so many things, man. John's amazing. I love John so much. But yeah, like YouTube is like, it's funny, even though guys, I had been away from YouTube for pretty much like a month. I am also been on, like, I use YouTube every day. I watch all my favorite YouTubers. Like I've been watching well, like the stuff I've been watching lately is a lot of music stuff. Anyone that knows, like, my favorite artist right now is Halsey. I love her so much. I'm going to see her again live in June in Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View. And then oh nice, that's awesome, John. So watch a lot of music videos like I did back in the day when I first started watching YouTube. I watch a lot of interviews with Halsey and then Billie Eilish and Phineas. I love. Oh, well, first off, if you didn't know, Halsey is boyfriend is Evan Peters, Quicksilver from the X-Men, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix. So Evan Peters, you lucky son of a bitch. I wish I could be Evan Peters because yeah, man. And by the way, Halsey had a crush on Evan Peters back in the day because she loved him, especially in American Horror Story. So I thought that's so cool that things worked out. Yeah, but yeah, with YouTube, I watch a lot of. I still watch a lot of my toy guys. Of course, Shartimus and Daredevil 19, Eva Riviera 94, and I watch again for these customs, and I watch Justin's collection for my Hot Toys reviews. He's amazing, and he's richer than any one of us because he can afford to get everything 1/6 scale that's ever comes out. I mean, holy crap, Justin, what do you do? After I asked him, he works like an amazing job, but man, like you think he makes more than me than I did back in like the heyday of my YouTube. It's like, holy crap, Justin, man. Anyway, but then I also watch, sadly, during my depression era, which is still kind of going on. I can't say like my depression era is over, but I've been watching the channel Dead Meat. I don't know why I'm not a big horror guy, but I've been watching Dead Meat with James A. Janice. He is hilarious, and he's going to be at Monster Palooza, and I want to meet him and Chelsea. They do like the kill count of all these horror movies like Saw and Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street and Final Destination, and he makes it humorous. And so horror movies I would not even ever want to watch, he makes me want like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, that's a crazy kill. And yeah, so I know I've been watching that a lot. I've been watching um I've been watching yeah, just a lot of the um yeah, like man, if you go on my YouTube, um it always says like recent YouTube subscriptions. Other like Patrick Willems and Captain Midnight, and of course Jeremy Johns, and oh, Black Nerd Comedy, one of my buds. I still watch him. Oh, I love Saturday Night Live. Oh my god, last week with Adam Driver and Halsey. Oh my god, I loved it so much. And Eddie Murphy killed it a few weeks back. I love it. I know, but yeah, I'm not saying I'm a big horror fan now, but I definitely, I don't know, I got into this weird. I was binge watching Dead Meat, and I'm just like watching. I felt like I was in such a dark place because I'm watching videos about all the kill counts of all the horror movies. I'm like, oh god, what is happening to me? But yeah, but yeah, yeah. So I have face for radio. Oh, John's a good-looking guy, I think. I, I, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So let's get back into things. So with YouTube, it was really hard, guys. Like I really wanted to, like do. I've been like trying to think, what do I do with my channel? Does it even matter? Like, why should I even continue on YouTube? No one cares. That's like the big thing like I go through with my depression. It's like no one cares. No one cares about my YouTube. No one cares about being in my life. I lost friends. I can't like I go on dates, but it never works out. And it just led me to like a spiral depression. And I've been very lucky that I still would, even when my depression has reached like an all-time high at times, that I still stay away from drugs. I still stay away from alcohol. I don't cut myself. I'll be honest, like I've had moments of suicidal thoughts, but then I start to cry because I don't want to die. It's like my fear of death outweighs my fear of my my like me wanting to kill myself any day, because I'm like, no, I don't want to die. I need to have a family. I need to see this through. I want to go to Disneyland and go on Galaxy's Edge. I've been wanting to go to Disneyland. That was a big thing too. Yeah, like I've been wanting to do Disneyland trip since my birthday, which my birthday fell on Dapper Day last year. But yeah, like it fell through with some friends. It fell through with dates, and I've been wanting to go to Disneyland. I still want to go to Disneyland. I would go to Disneyland next week if I could. But yeah, so that stuff like that, and like wanting to see the new Black Widow movie or Wonder Woman movie or even Birds of Prey next week. Those little small things like just keep me going. Or like I want to see Halsey again in June. I want to see Sarah McLachlan in a few weeks, or Sarah Blind in a few weeks, or My Chemical Romance is going back on tour. That's amazing. And Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer are playing like the week of a Comic Con. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, exactly. The frog who laughs. I say that all the time. The life is suffering. It's up to us to find the meaning or make it our own. That's the thing. Whether it's dating or relationships or anything, you can't expect life to be all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. It's going to be hard a lot of times. It's going to be sad. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be painful at times. But it does, but that's the thing. It's like that movie Vanilla Sky. They say the sweet is never as sweet without the sour. And I've had happy moments in the last few months for sure. Like seeing Rise of Skywalker, which I adored, or seeing Halsey back in December, even if it was only for a few songs, or I had dates that were really wonderful. if it led to heartbreak afterwards. But it's that have those happy moments, and like the darkness or the bad the hardships make the happy moments even happier. It makes you appreciate and bless. And in all honesty, even with everything that's going on, I'm very blessed with everything in my life. I love my place here. I love being back in the South Bay. um I'm blessed to you know make enough money where I can still have some fun and go on dates and be flexible with my schedule. And all I just want is just like a person to share with and have memories. And you know, I know I'm not asking to like be uh like have millions of subscribers and be a billionaire or anything like that. And man, I would give up all my toys here in a heartbeat just for like a one person that truly loves me. That's it. Like all this stuff here means nothing if you don't, have someone out there that like all the plastic in the world um cannot replace the love of a person. You know, yeah. So with that said, with YouTube, even though I have felt like no one cares, and um, that I don't even know what I'm going to do because of the copy thing and all that stuff. Um, the thing about my channel since the beginning, it's been my name. And who is Sean X Long? Who is Sean Long? And for a long time, I've been the guy that reviews toys and makes funny skits out of those toys. You go to Comic Con or conventions and cosplay and review movies and blah blah blah. But I know it's an oversaturated market on YouTube with anything you can do, but action figures and pop culture is just one part of me, and I really want to show more about what I care about and what I want to see with my channel. So the things I'm going to do with my channel, starting, this coming week, I want, and this will lead into my boxing. So I want to do this action figure skit series that I wanted to do. I wanted to do. I love music. I was a musician for many years. I played bass. I did electronic music. I sang. I want to get back into music, or at least talking about music, because I listen to music every day, and I love music as much, if not more, than action figures. So I want to do some videos about talking about artists I care about. Like I want to do a video review about my album of the year, Halsey's Manic, um, and talk about each song and what it means to me and all that stuff. I want to do a series. I want to talk about mental health because I feel like I'm more of a advocate and expert about mental health than action figures, because I've lived with depression all my life, and I dealt with it in healthy ways for the most part, and I've been going strong for the most part, even with the days it gets tough. So yeah, I want to make videos about mental health. I want to make videos about music. I want to make videos about comedy and action figure. Like I still want to do something with action figures. That's why with like the skit series, and I want to do I'll do these unboxings. But yeah, and then I also wanted to make a video. Next month is my 20th, or I guess like coming up in a week or so is my 20th anniversary of me being straight edge. I want to make a video about straight edge and why I'm straight edge, what is straight edge, and just talk about it. I'm not trying to preach it. I'm not trying to make anyone straight edge, but besides CM Punk and the straight edge, uh, society, no one knows really about straight edge. I mean, it's more common to drink and whatnot, get high, than it is to be straight edge. So I've been straight edge pretty much all my life, minus a couple weeks, but I've been straight edge for 20 years straight. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's coming to my channel. I've been feeling inspired watching interviews with Halsey and Billie Eilish and Phineas, and yeah, well, straight edge, and I have straight edge tattoos here. I have a bunch of I have 4 straight edge tattoos, 2 on my arm, 1 on my abs, and 1 in my back. The triple X. So yeah, straight edge is you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do any drugs, by choice, and even if you're legal to do all that stuff, yeah, you choose not to. And it's been like that for 20 years. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a video about that because that means a lot to me. To me, that's my normal. Being straight edge isn't like, even when I've been vegan, which I'm not vegan anymore. Wow, John, that's awesome. I know, me too, John. That's a big reason why I don't do it. And John, I'm so jealous. I want that Thanos. I think with my Big Bad Toy Store sponsorship, it'll partly pay for it. I hate that when you're in California, Big Bad Toy Store now charges you sales tax. It's not their fault. It's a California thing. Same with Sideshow. If you live in California, Sideshow and Big Bad Toy Store are pretty much everywhere. Amazon, all that stuff charges you sell tax, so that sucks. But yeah, I can't wait to get that Hot Toys Thanos. I want it. I sold my Guardians of the Galaxy Thanos, so I don't have a Hot Toys Thanos right now. So, but I really want that one. It's amazing. Watching John's video and pictures of it, it's like, oh man, I'm so excited. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a video about straight edge. Want to do videos about music, mental health, as well as this comedy series. So stay tuned for that, you guys. And yeah, let's get to some stuff. You've been listening to me talk about my life and mental health and depression for 40 minutes. So let's get into some cool stuff. So my only sponsor at the moment, BigBadToyStore.com, my longest sponsor. Thank you for them. I actually had to partially pay for this, but for the most part, this was my store credit. So these are 4 figures I'm really excited about. So what they have, they're not Hot Toys because there's no way I can afford more than one Hot Toy, and there's no way more than one Hot Toy could fit in a box this size, even if it's like the Cause Babies, I think. Which those are cute, but they're, I can't afford like novelty expensive things, Ooh, there's boxes within a box. So yeah, let's see what we got here. So visit Big Bad Toy Store. Click the link for so much more. That Iron Giant Select. Ooh, that's nice. Golden Axe. That's a Popeye. Oh, I should. This side is more my side. All these things I have. Oh, I have all those figures right there. Those are awesome for the Black Series. The Mortal Kombat figures, Goro I would love all those figures if I could. And then I want all the Baby Yodas. I want all the Baby Yodas. I was going to pre-order, you can pre-order the Sideshow, Big Bad, the Sideshow collectibles, Baby Yoda, the child. The Hot Toys is going to do one. They're going to do 1/6, 1/4, and life size. And I think I'm going to get all of them. Or I'll probably do the 1/6 and the life size because I want my 1/6 one to go with my. I'm definitely going to get the Hot Toys Mandalorian. But yeah, I definitely, So we got 4 boxes here. So these, I would have gotten them from Super 7, but it's just hard to pay all the money from right up front. You probably have seen reviews of these already because people got them from Super 7. And Chitara is like in the box right now. She loves the box. But even though I haven't gotten any Masters Universe Classics figures for a while, and then these are actually the last wave minus the Filmation wave because Mattel is going to be making Masters Universe Classics figures again. But we have the William Stout collection, Masters Universe Classics, so based on the Masters Universe 1987 movie. So let's start with we're gonna open one time. and this is going to actually kickstart my new comedy series because I have so many great ideas for these. So, and I don't think I'm going to show the packaging in the comedy series, so I probably just might open these up. So we have Commander Karg, which is one of the ugliest characters in that movie. Look at that. And this is the movie accurate colors. Look at that detail. Man, this packaging has been around for 10 years for this line. Evil Master Cruelty, Commander Karg. And love that art right there. God, look at that, man. Oh, man. He needs some moisturizer. And you can see the 4 figures, which I have, and I'll show you. And then the final 4. Well, there's 5 actually, but part of the final wave of the Filmation wave. So we'll open up. Man, so awesome. Why does that? Man, this one needs a. I just noticed that has like a wire in it. That's something I don't really see in there. Oh, well, he kind of has a plastic tray. Very weird. But yeah, I'm gonna open these up because I've been excited for this wave. The sad thing because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it got delayed and everything. But we'll read each of the bios. So, rumored to be the hideous descendant of an inbred Zeppelin Archduke and a mad human baroness. Oh, I'm learning a lot. Karg was raised in secrecy. Oh, wonder why. Until his sadistic, ingenuous attracted the attention of Skeletor, named Grand Inquisitor. Inquisitor of Snake Mountain. Karg mercilessly extracted information from captives, something tasked with command of important missions such as finally apprehended by Lieutenant Andrea. Oh wow, okay. Such as leading a group of evil warriors to Earth to search for the cosmic key. The twisted fiend was finally apprehended by the Lieutenant Andrea, object of warped fixations. He was sent to Prison Star and kept in solitary confinement where the ravages of ages and isolations turned his hair white and his skin a ghastly ashen color. So he didn't originally look like this? Wow, poor guy. I thought he was like born that way. Maybe he's born, maybe it's Prison Star. Eventually freed in the notorious breakout of evil warriors, Karg returned to Eternia, and a resurrected Skeletor behaves purposely infected sources of unsuspecting. Man, this is a long bio. Sapiens with long forgotten cognition called the horror cough plague. The plague spread upon Sapiens, turning their skin blood red and driving them to commit hideous acts of violence until they were saved by the legendary healing powers of She-Ra. Oh wow, She-Ra is canon in this movie. Fearful of Skeletor's fairy, Karg lied about his defeat and begged for his miserable life. Wow. Wow, I've learned way more about him than the filmmakers ever cared to do. Holy crap. Wow. So yeah, Master's Humorous packaging. Man, now okay, before I open up all these, I just want to go through all the bios because this is like, wow, that is interesting. Holy crap. So let's start with Dark Despot Skeletor after 6. All right. Oh yes, the Frank Langella Skeletor. This guy is Superman's boss. Yeah, Frank Langella, who played Perry White in Superman Returns, was Skeletor, and that is amazing. I can't wait to open up him. Look at that art right there. Look at that. That is so cool. Even though he's not, his face isn't yellow, and he's not showing his blue skin, or he should have been blue, but and this is such a cool look from Skeletor. It's not cartoon accurate, but man, isn't it awesome. So, wow, another long bio. Here we go. But this is Skeletor, so let's go. Evil tyrant of Eternia. Or shouldn't it be like, yeah, okay. Skeletor's triumph. After finally using the stolen cosmic key to beam his army of orcs, Skeletor, the skeletons, centurions, the robot knight battalion, wow, into the palace of Eternos, Skeletor claimed the scepter of power, adorned in the black robes of ancient Gar kings. Oh, okay. And armor forged by Spikor. Oh, Spikor gets a shout out. In the heat of the magic fire of Drago Man. Ooh, Drago Man gets a shout out too. Skeletor raised his Havoc staff, itself transformed with secrets stolen from the Faceless One. Wow, a lot of shout outs, man. As a symbol of Skeletor's new Imperial Order. While his fight with the rival He-Man reached into the cosmos, Skeletor eventually fell in battle, only to be reborn again a year later with the magic of the secret bride Evil Lyn, who fashioned his own regal attire after that of her mother, Queen Magna. Sorry, his deadly vicious temporary mishap by the effects of the life-giving scepter power. Skeletor regained his kingly garments once again, united with armies of darkness under his skull signa. Now facing both twins of power on Eternia, Skeletor sought new dark alliances in the plot to still the divinity of the old gods, including the evil snake goddess Serpentina. Wow. Dang, these bottles are awesome. Dang, these bottles like have better plot than the 87 movie. That's awesome. So, oh man, can't wait to open it up. So now, even though this wave was half Skeletor, another, because Skeletor likes gold, it is the God Skeletor. Skeletor turned on God mode, you guys. Wow. And it's really a repaint of... Here, hold on. Okay, it's not a full repaint, but it kind of is. It's a different head. Yeah. And a different skirt piece in the front. Yeah. But it looks so cool. That head sculpt alone is worth, even if it is a gold repaint, with a new head sculpt and one new piece, it's so freaking cool. Because I like gold. Is this different bios too? Yeah, it is. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh man. Okay, so let's get into this. After his empathy or opinion. Oh my god, I cannot read tonight. Hold on, let me get some more coffee on him. Oh boy, okay. After empathy at the Celestial Library, okay, Skeletor has a complex plan that transcended even his death and resurrection, scheming to steal the power and knowledge of the gods. Skeletor absorbed energies from the Star Tree, which transmuted his blood into godly Itcher. He deceived Adam into restoring Castle Grayskull and tricked the evil snake goddess into divulging the language of the gods, enabling him to decipher the divine secrets of Grayskull's great eye. Wow. I didn't know Grayskull had eyes. It just had eye sockets, but whatever. Forcing He-Man to surrender the Sword of Power before the Great Eye opened. Skeletor has sublimely transformed, clad in golden armor, and a horned helm. He proclaimed his godhood and demanded that He-Man kneel. Refusing, He-Man broke his bonds and grabbed hold of his blade, calling upon the power of Grayskull and battling Skeletor to the fiercest clash of the universe. So fierce it was just nothing but darkness and light, and some light clashes with a titanic blow. Oh boy. He-Man shattered Skeletor's Havoc staff, closing the Great Eye forever, and reverting Skeletor to his mortal state. He was mortal? Okay. Furious, the villain rushed wildly at his archenemy, but fell through Grayskull's trapdoor into the Dwell of Souls. Whoa, that's where he fell? Later, within the darkness, a voice intoned, "I'll be back," for a sequel that never happened. But yes, oh yeah. And as you can tell, who could this be? But nothing but Rebel Leader He-Man. Yes. He defeated Skeletor, but he couldn't defeat Rocky. It is the Dolph Lundgren He-Man, which isn't actually supposed to be the likeness to Dolph Lundgren, but it is, because this is based on the concept art, not entirely the movies, but it is awesome. And this is one of our first cloth case figures line, and he's so big that the Masters Universe Classics logo covers his head because he's so freaking tall. This Dolph Lundgren's a monster of a man, a He-Man. That's what he is. But yeah, love that art right there. Even though I'm gonna throw away, I'm gonna open these. I'm gonna keep the card backs because these are just so awesome. Normally, well, I mean, at least with these, you can like tear off the, like that's one thing. These aren't the best for like, okay, they're great if you want to keep them in a card, but you can't like take them out of the box and put them back in the box unless you're like kind of super careful. But yeah, I definitely gotta keep this. This is amazing. Okay, now last bio before tear into these. He-Man, Renegade. Wait, He-Man Renegade. That's what it's like. He-Man Renegade Skeletor, having finally stolen one of the Cosmic Key prototypes created by Gwildor, banished his brother King Randor into Desperados. Oh wow. He then used the evil doppelganger android Faker. Oh wow, Faker gets a shout out to trick the power of Eternia into believing He-Man was a guard traitor all along and their king's assassin. Wow. Forced Elise to reveal his true identity as Prince Alan, He-Man led the renegade Masters of the Universe into rebellion against the Skeletor's despotic rule, wearing armor crafted in the Great Forge of the Fire of Granomir. Wow. And the wow, Granomir gets a shout out. And Splendid Metal Masters of Lord Dacus. Oh, cool, Lord Dacus. Dang, they really give shout outs to a lot of these obscure characters. With the fire of Granomir. Oh, wait, no, I said that. He-Man became a symbol of hope at Eternia like never before, while his clash with Skeletor took him to the stars and beyond. He-Man eventually became the king of Eternia and regained his youth during the events of the reawakening. With the resurgence, Skeletor stole the powers of the old god to become nearly omnipotent. He-Man donned his rebel armor once more for enchantments placed upon him by both the sorceress and the goddess, protected him from Skeletor's the divinely enchanted powers. Oh yeah. All right, so let's open them, you guys. Hey, Deborah, thank you. Oh my gosh, freaking. Oh, these boxes. So excited to open this, you guys. So let's open up Karg. Oh man, I know. I don't think, I mean, unless you have the money, you got like, and by the way, all of these are available right now at Big Bad Toy. Oh yeah, at Big Bad Toy Store. Click the link for so much more. So if you want to get these right now, you can get the whole wave for $190. That's like less than $50 a figure, which you can get each of them separately. So if you only want He-Man Skeletor, or you want the gold Skeletor or Karg, because you just want a different character and you like the regular Masters Universe Classics, yeah, so there you go. So I'm gonna save these card backs. Try to be very careful because I don't want to mess up the bio. So cool. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping these card backs, man. These card backs are awesome. But what is this like? Why did I hate twist ties so much? Oh my god. And they still have the rubber band. What the heck? I mean, I was gonna say Mattel, but it's weird. Mattel now, has Masters of the Universe back, and they're gonna do a different Masters of the Universe line. They're not gonna do classics anymore because it's like done, because they've done it to death. They've done every character that's ever had a classics figure and then some. Now they've done the Super Sevens, done the movie figures, they've done Filmation figures. So yeah, but Super 7 will be doing Thundercats, which I'm gonna get. Can't wait for those, because Thundercats, Mattel was doing Thundercats, then they canceled the line like after one wave. So yeah, oh yeah, this guy is so ugly and so awesome at the same time. He also like skull, nice tight joints. Oh man, I haven't played with a new Masters figure in a long time. Love that cape, man. So yeah, look at that. Poor guy. He wasn't born this way. Maybe I was born this way, but he wasn't. Man, wow. Doesn't it look like if Christopher Walken became a zombie? This is what Christopher like Christopher Walken, Max Shrek, Christopher Walken. You know, after he got electrocuted by Selena Kyle, this is what he would look like. Well, he became like a skeleton, but you know, this is like what he was becoming. Yeah. By the way, even though it's not the best movie, especially because they spend more time on Earth, but Courtney Cox from Friends and the Scream movies was in the Masters Universe movie, and Dolph Lundgren, you know, who was uh, in the Rocky movies, and he was in the first Punisher movie from the '90s, and Expendables. Oh, and he was in Aquaman. Yeah, he was He-Man. So definitely go check out that movie. It's on Blu-ray right now or on digital and stuff. Man, I love the hook hand. Ooh, very rubbery hook. I don't know why they have to make it rubbery, because it's ages 14 and up. By the way, YouTube, this is toys, but these aren't meant for kids. These even say right here, ages 14 and up. So yeah. I'm gonna keep these two. And I love the Masters Universe Classics thing. So, oh yeah, let me take out his weapons. So we'll show off the detail weapons, and the articulation's the same for all these guys. I'll probably show He-Man because he's a little different, but then I'll show everyone's like the same. So let me put the box card. Save some room here. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, this movie is like over 30 years old. I can't believe it, man. Please, is it 30 years? Yeah, holy no. Yeah, over 32 years old. Holy crap, what the hell? 32 years old, man. No, 30, it's going to be 33 years now. Now since it's January. Holy crap, man. So he has like does he have like weapon storage? I didn't really watch like reviews of him, but man, okay, let's talk about him. That head sculpt is amazing. He's ugly, but he's amazing. Four Horsemen and Super 7 did an amazing job on the detail. Look at that. All that detail, especially like around his belt. And the hook is a rubbery plastic. I always love characters with hook hands, so very awesome. So, and that cape, the cape detail is nice, man. So nice. So, yeah. And he has a blaster. Everyone in He-Man or Masters Universe had blasters more so. Oh yeah, I noticed like the ears too. He has ears coming out of his hair. Man, that's some big old ears. Even his big thing of hair. And the head sculpt, oh yeah. So I guess the only thing I'll show articulation is just like the head can move pretty much up and down. I mean, left and right, but can't really move up and down that much. And it's a little hard because of the cape to move it back, but otherwise it's pretty standard articulation. I'll get into that when I do Skeletor, because yeah. And yeah, that's okay. Cool. Okay. Let's do regular Skeletor first, then we'll do God Skeletor. Oh my god. I never thought I would get these figures. It's so crazy. Oh, thank you, Howard Stark. I appreciate it. I know, right? Chuck, it flies. Can't believe we never got figures of these guys. And the sad thing was Mattel and the people behind the movie like hate each other. And the only reason these figures got made because Super 7 had the license to do it, and they said, well, since it's not Mattel, we'll do it, because Mattel and Super 7 really got in so many arguments. Oh man, there's a whole thing online about the making of this movie. It is, or like, yeah, the movies that made us. Oh yeah, the movies that made it are like He-Man and isn't like, no, not the movies that made us, but yeah, the toys that made us. They talk about the movie with He-Man and stuff. So yeah, definitely watch that one. That one was amazing. They talk about like the movie and all the troubles and everything. And Frank Langella and Dolph Lundgren both love playing the characters, man. Oh man, I love it's back Pixel Dan Child, that new toy smell. I love it. See, I don't do drugs, but I do this with toys all the time. So no, just kidding. I don't. You have to buy a lot of toys to do that, and I don't buy a lot of toys anymore. I don't really buy toys anymore. It's really like, you know, sponsorships, and then if I'm lucky from you know, saving up from for a hot toy or something like that. Okay. Put the cut seal tour. Man. Wait, I could put these anyway. That's awesome. Oh no, I'm like putting this too soon. Ooh, excuse me. I had a pesto. I'm not vegan, but I eat vegan once a week, and I had a vegan chicken sandwich. So delicious. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This guy. I was hoping if we get these figures, because these easily would have been my top figures in my, like, at least one of these figures would have been my top figures of 2019 easily, but it didn't make it, sadly. But I'm so happy we got them now. They'll definitely be, oh my god, yeah, they'll definitely be my top figures of 2020 for sure. God, yes. Oh, well, not yet. God Skeletor, yes, here in a second. And we got the best cosmic key yet. And a sword that fell somewhere. Oh my god, it's so cool. Like I said, even though I love the Filmation purple, like the blue skin, purple Skeletor, with the yellow skull, the Frank Langella Skeletor is amazing. I hope if they ever do make that freaking He-Man movie that they're supposed to make, they do make Skeletor like have more of his traditional colors, even if it is like more movie live action, you know, whatever. But I hope we get a Skeletor that has a yellowish skull and, you know, wears like more purple and like a dark purple. That would be awesome, you know. I'd be so happy with that. All right, wow, this is amazing, you guys. So yeah, look at this guy. Look at that head sculpt. Like his eyes is so haunting. I wish this is all a webcam, so it's really hard. But yeah, look at that, you guys. Look at that detail on this outfit. I don't remember it being like fully like this in the movie. I gotta rewatch it, but yeah, I mean, even if this is like more based on the concept art, that was so cool. And yeah, all these bodies are pretty much the same. I think He-Man's is a little bit different to make him a little bit taller, but yeah, look at that detail right there. And his cape, and even though I wish he had a cloth cape, the sculpt down here is so great. Even underneath here, you can see the wash on his armor or his cloak, his gauntlets. The paint here work is beautiful. Wow. But yeah, that head sculpt, one of the best head sculpts of all time. I mean, wow. Wow, it looks just like Frank Lajo's Skeletor. And then the Havoc staff. Wow, so cool, man. That wash on here is so beautiful. So nice. And then show off the other accessories, his sword, which is so cool. Look at that. It has like a little skull and bat thing going on for the hilt. Nice silver paint. It's a pliable plastic. And then definitely one of the best accessories, the Cosmic Key. We've gotten so many versions of the Cosmic Key from Masters Universe Classics, but this is the most movie accurate version. Love the paint wash. So freaking nice. Like, and you want to display Skeletor with the Cosmic Key. The sword is cool, and you can put like the sword kind of like hilted in the back or whatever. I mean, yeah. But yeah, you want to display with the Cosmic Key. And of course, because the cloak has this like piece, it doesn't hinder the articulation too much. I mean, I'll get into the articulation when I do Gold Skeletor, but all the figures have the same articulation. He-Man's, I think, is a little bit different, so I'll get into that. But oh man, I'm so happy. I haven't opened up new figures. Like the only other thing I got in January was, and I got it at Sack Enemy, was the Figma My Hero Academia Sack Enemy for only $85. So I got it cheaper than where you can get it online and no tax or anything. So I was very happy. And I love this figure. I'm actually selling the McFarlane Toys, Deku, and Bakugo, as I'm planning to get the Figma ones. But I'm definitely going to get the McFarlane Toys because I have the All Might, which, they go in great scale with each other for the most part because McFarlane Toys Deku is too tall, I think. I do love the McFarlane Toys Tomura Shigaraki too, so yeah. All right. Let's get into gold new figures. Here's the thing too, and I want to make a video about this, especially when it comes to mental health, how especially a lot of us that deal with depression, or just a lot of us, nostalgia is an antidepressant, but it can be just like anything, whether it's alcohol, drugs, even food. You can, like, toys can easily become a drug. Sure, they're not hurting anyone, minus your wallet. But yeah, they can easily, you can spend so much money where you're not paying your bills. I'm not saying like I did that, but I definitely, when things were good, I probably bought way more things. And I'm still selling off things after all these years. You buy too much stuff that it's just like, why did I buy all that stuff, And I've been dealing with that with years because when things were good, I bought too much stuff and I didn't need to get all the stuff I need to. No one needs all the stuff. Even if all the money in the world, no one needs all that stuff. Like I said, I would trade all these action figures, even these ones I just got, for the love of my life, One day, One day. Oops. But I love my collection, but it's just, to me, no amount of plastic can replace the love of a good woman. Or the love of my animals too. Like, I love them so much, and I would give any of my toys I would give up all my toys to have my animals live like even another like 20 years and stuff, Well, I mean, any collector's house could be museum, but only one room could really be museum. I don't have them. I have less room than I did. Oh man, I hate when I do it. I meant to put this like in here and I forgot to do it. see what's going on. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me do one quick thing. One thing that sucks about the Gold Skeletor, he has only one accessory, which I know he. I mean, they could have gave him the sword too, because they gave him. It's all my okay. So minus this piece, and his head sculpt. It's all the same, outfit, which is fine. And that's pretty movie accurate. Man, it's so nice. It's a beautiful paint job. Look at all that gold, the gold, and look at that. That head sculpt is amazing. It's hard to tell which one. Like I like the more traditional Skeletor, but that gold Skeletor is so cool. He looks like definitely some crazy, like yeah, god demon thing. So cool. Let this be our final battle. I love that. And the gold Havoc staff. So, I mean, yeah, he didn't really use the sword in this mode, so I guess it makes sense they would include the sword in. But yeah, it's pretty much the same figure, different head sculpt. Actually, I think he has better head articulation because of the cloak isn't like and down. But yeah, look at that. That head sculpt is beautiful. Wow. The Havoc staff is beautiful. Gold. And yeah, he has this piece that's like added on. Articulation these guys. So for Skeletor and like Harg and regular Skeletor have pretty much the same articulation, but a slightly nice head can rotate, this one can go up and down the best. Side to side. The arms fully rotate. They go in and out pretty good. Rotate at the bicep, then about 90 degrees at the elbow, rotate the wrist, and go in and out at the wrist. So that's cool. Yeah, Skeletor can go forward. Like all of them, I think Harg here on. Harg can kind of go forward a little bit. He probably has the worst like ab crunch, I would say, of the three. But Skeletor, both Skeletors, like for the most part, like go forward and back a little bit. Great waist articulation, left and right. Legs can go forward that much. These are pretty pliable, but they do hinder it a little bit. So goes forward, that much. Can go back a little bit. You can go in and out that much. Like if I understand they made a pretty pliable plastic, but yeah, it will hinder it. So you can't really do as Daredevil 19 says, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, but yeah. He can't rotate the upper part of the leg. He does bend about 90 degrees at the knee. The boot, oh yeah, Skeletor's boots don't rotate, sadly, but the ankles go forward and back, and they do have ankle pivot side to side. So the ankle pivot is great. And Harg, even though his ab crunch is sucky and his head articulation can only go really left and right, but same with regular Skeletor, he does have a boot twist. So yeah, Harg has better articulation one way and worse in the other. Yeah, for these big old bulky guys. So yeah. So beautiful. Now, last but certainly not least, He-Man. Finally, of all these characters, because all these characters are heavy makeup characters. They're not like, sadly, I wish, and I'll make a joke about this when I make a video about this, we finally give a wave of movie figures minus Blade. Well, we did have Blade, but, so I guess Blade is the only other character, which Blade is somewhere over here. I'll find him later. But yeah, like, they could easily done a wave 2 with Tila, Man at Arms, Beastman, and Evelyn. and that would have been perfect. Like they wouldn't have had to do everyone else. You don't have to do Courtney Cox and uh, her boyfriend, and then like Mr. Strickland. I forgot what his name was in the Masters Universe movie, but it's the actor that played Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future. It pretty much was the same character, just like instead of being Back to the Future. Oh wow, yeah, and this is the only figure He-Man comes with the most accessories, 4 weapons, and an extra head. That is awesome. It's like, and the funny thing is, when the figure was announced, it even showed that it was going to come with an extra head. I'll show that here in a second. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. Whoa, okay. Okay, now open up. Yeah, and he's the only one with a cloth cape. So cool. And he has weapon storage for all his weapons. Ooh, excuse me. Oh yeah, thank you, Chuck. Oh my god, freaking rubber bands. Oh man. So wow, yeah, he is tall. He is like, wow. And this head sculpt is amazing. A little spot on mine, but kind of looks like a beauty mark. But I like it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Even though he doesn't have the cross, what's that called? Iron cross symbol, which I still like it a lot. It's so cool. Look at that. I must break you. By the power of Grayskull, I must break you. Such a great head sculpt. Even though, once again, this is based on the concept art, the William Stout concept art of Masters Universe, not the actual like movie. Even though this is pretty much what he looked like in the movie. But yeah, look at that detail on the shoulder pads, his chest armor, which is like the smallest chest armor ever for freaking bulky man. But yeah, his body, I think, this is like a pretty much different sculpt, and he does have nipples. I know why that's a big deal, but I just want to point that out. And yeah, I think that give him like a pretty much new body. He's not like the same body. Like he's really tall. Yeah, he doesn't have like, yeah. So it is like a different body. But yeah, and I love the cloth cape. It's like very Thor, and he has a sheath for his power sword. You can see right here. A lot of great detail. He has the holster for his blaster. He has the holster for his dagger, or no, blaster and sword. Yeah, so yeah, and then the thigh armor is amazing. Yeah, let's get into articulation real quick. His head can even with his mullet, that very He-Man mullet, he can rotate, go up and down a little bit. His arms pretty much fully rotate. The shoulder pads get in the way, but he can do like, I have the power. Except, yeah, they didn't like, the thing is, I mean, yeah, they put the joint like this instead of like that. So that's a little sad. I wish that but it's a minor thing. Oh yeah, he even has like little bicep armor pieces right there, so that's cool. And then it rotates out the bicep. Oh yeah, it goes in and out that much, so really good. Bends 90 degrees at the elbow, rotates the wrist, goes in and out that way. His ab crunch is pretty good. Can go back a little bit. He does have a waist joint that fully rotates. His legs go forward a little bit, go back. He can almost do the splits, so that's cool. Not fully Jean-Claude Van Damme, but still. Rotate the other part leg, bend 90 degrees at the knee, and his ankles. Ooh. Wow. Very tight ankles. Always be careful too. So it does, this one like not as tight, it pivots forward and back, and he does have a like ankle pivot. So that's cool. This one I'd be very careful. Yeah. So very nice. And this one I gotta. Cool. Okay, now let's get to his weapons. He-Man Sword of Power. Not as cool as the traditional sword, but still very nice. I'll put it in here like, I have the power. I have, trying to do the Dolph Lundgren. I have the power. They gave him like a smaller sword that does look like the Sword of Power. I really like that a lot. So cool. And you can put it in his little holster right there. Very nice. And comes with 2 last remaining weapons. Oh, and then the head sculpt, which I'll show here in a sec. So yeah, he comes for most bang for his buck, and also for the cloth cape. I mean, all these figures are great, but definitely regular Skeletor and He-Man, hands down the best. But not because they're just He-Man and Skeletor, but because they have the most accessories. Skeletor comes with 3 accessories, and He-Man comes with a total of 5. So hands down, the best value of them all. Because Gold Skeletor comes with 1, and Card comes with 2. But they're still awesome. So if you only could get really 2, obviously it'd be He-Man and Skeletor. Gold Skeletor, if it wasn't for the look, I was more like, okay, I want Card just because I have Blade, and might as well get him in Goldor. So sadly, I wish we had Tila Man at Arms because it's just He-Man, Goldor, and then Skeletor pretty much has most of his henchmen. Okay, so you get this little ice pick. It looks like an ice pick, but it's a mini dagger, and you can actually put it in his, you can put it in his boot right here, so that's cool. Yeah, and then he comes with his little Stormtrooper blaster, pistol, I mean. So that's cool. And you can fit it in the holster. And yeah, he has weapon storage. And then, putting the Sword of Power, so. Yeah, so I just wish his, to do the I have the power, it just had a better articulation. But yeah, this is Super 7. So yeah, you guys, thank you, Super 7, for making these possible, because for 32 years, even though it's not the best movie, I have a soft spot for that movie, and I never thought in a million years, after not getting these figures in the 80s and early 90s, even in the last 10 years, I never thought we would get these figures because of the relationship with Mattel and the makers of Masters Universe, like the movie. But Super 7 made it happen. Oh, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, so you can get these at Big Bad Toy Store. Click the link for so much more. You can get these were originally $35 at Super 7, but you had to pre-order them, and they're sold out on their website. They were kind of like a pre-order, order them or you'll never get them type of thing, and that's how Super 7 works. But one thing with He-Man I need to do too. Hold on, sorry. And so many. Hold on a sec. Whoop. Last accessory with He-Man. God, it's so cool, you guys. I'm just so happy to have these figures. Definitely nostalgia is a great antidepressant, but yeah, and you get an extra head. This head looks more toyish, and I don't know why. If you wanted to include a head that looks more like the Masters Universe Classics figures, kind of like the other He-Man that they got, but just with the Dolph Lundgren hair. But you look at these head sculpts, and I like the head sculpt. Oop. Where did it go? Oh, wow, it went underneath. behind this thing right here. Wow, hopefully. Oh no. Okay. Summer. I have some Rick and Morty figures that have Summer knocked over here. So yeah, so here we look at that. Yeah, the head sculpt that came with out of the packaging looks better than this one right here. So it's cool that they included it, but yeah. But there you go, you guys. So I'm gonna answer a few questions, and then we'll end. By the way, Megan, boyfriend such a lucky guy. Megan is amazing. Known her for years. Wish you were here in America. You're awesome. Had a way better experience with love than I've ever had. Well, not ever, but yeah. Looks like the guy from Stormtroopers. Yeah. All right. So yeah. All right. So excited, you guys, for what's to come with the channel. We'll see what's going on. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going on in the future. Hopefully things will be better. Always have hope, you guys. You know. And thank you to BigBadToyStore.com for remember the latest in Super 7 figures, Transformers, Hot Toys, Marvel Legends, SH Figure Arts, everything. Visit BigBadToyStore.com. And yeah, you guys, I hope you well, no, I'm not leaving just yet, but I just want to give Big Bad Toy Store a little shout out. So yeah. Oh, don't worry, I'm not leaving just yet, but yeah. You guys are awesome. Not leaving. Oh crap, sorry. But yeah, you guys, you guys are awesome. I hope so, Megan. Yeah, any other questions, you guys, before we wrap it up? Oh yeah, where is Chewie? Chewie. He's like somewhere in the other room, I guess. Yeah, I've been like organizing stuff, so Chitara's just like meowing. Oh, she's probably gonna jump on me. Yep, there she is. Say hi, Chitara. She's gonna do a little dance. Oh yeah. But yeah, like it's so great to open up those figures. Never thought I'd have He-Man movie figures in my lifetime. Jamie Foxx as Spawn, that'd be amazing. Oh my god. Yes. I mean, he played Electro. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not great, but Jamie Foxx is an amazing actor. I mean, he won the Oscar, and I loved him as Django Unchained. Yeah, I'm for it. Totally. I can't wait to get a new Spawn figure from McFarlane and stuff. Oh, thank you, Arya. Thank you guys are so nice. Guys, do me a favor when this video, man, it's an hour and a half. Wow, I didn't realize I've been doing this show for that long. Do me a favor, go, you don't have to rewatch this live stream afterwards, but when this video is posted on YouTube, leave a comment if you're in the chat, and you know, just saying like, "Hey, Shauna was in the live chat. Thanks for being part of it." That'd be mean a lot to me. Yeah. So, um, yeah, but yeah, dang, I've been doing this for so long. Dang, a lot of people have been watching me that were kids or like in college now. It's so crazy. Okay, and it's like 10:16 Pacific time. Is anyone here that's been watching me for that long? Are they like in college now? Are they in their 20s, or people that actually watch me like teenagers or even younger? I feel like my um, audience grew up with me. So many people I knew. I even met fans that are like subscribers of mine that were kids and now they're like college students. I just turned 36 a couple months ago. When I started this channel, I was only 24. Or was I 24? Hold on. I had to think about it. Let's see. Let's see. Dang, Chitara, Jesus. It is 13 years ago, so 13. Oh, I was like 23. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, definitely not. Wow, Chitara. Um, oh, wow, dang. I know, it's so crazy, Megan. Megan, you look amazing. You've like just gotten better with age. Thank you so much for uh, Dolphin Rue Inc. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Olu04 Cobra. I appreciate that. Oh my God, dang it. This is why I don't have Chitra on my lap. She just like knocks things over. Anyone that says that dogs are harder to take care of than cats, Chewy doesn't like knock over things. Chitara's knocked over way more stuff than like Chewy has ever knocked over. It's so yeah, freaking. Oh shit! What did I? Oh crap! And I just said yes word, but whatever. You always hope that's like a. Okay. I wish, Megan. At least I'll look just the same. Getting my heart broken, uh, like I did back 10 years ago or 13 years ago. Or didn't get my heart broken as much because I was more successful and young, I guess. Yeah, hopefully I didn't break anything. Ooh, what was that? Oh crap! His little blade. I love that he has weapon storage on. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Start work here in the next 10 minutes or so. Hmm. But yeah, any other questions, you guys? I really appreciate you letting me spill my guts to you guys earlier. And if you guys are late to the show, please rewatch uh when the live stream is done, like watch the video and stuff. Any other questions, you guys? Before we wrap it up here. I know it's been crazy, Chuck. Been many years now. I used to. I sold them a long time ago, the Sonic figures. Any other questions, you guys? And Chitara's being oh too curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Excuse me. Yeah, gotta work tonight and tomorrow and make remaining money for rent. Yeah, I still collect Transformers. I want to get the new Astro Train. Been trying to look for it, even on Amazon. It's not because like I doing the weird thing where it used to be the Siege, but they're making it Earthrise packaging. So I want to get the 3-0 Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee and Blitzwing and Soundwave for sure. Even if they don't transform, they look awesome. Excuse me. Yeah, the Astro Train. Like I have a pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store because it's only $50, but on Amazon it's like it'll be on stock in February 11th, but it's like $65, which I guess that's not bad. But if that's like with tax, that's like more. So, yeah. Um, I think Assassin's Creed's cool. I'm just not as big a fan anymore. They put out too for a while. They put out too many games there, and I liked it back in the Ezio era, even Assassin's Creed 3 and 4. And then afterwards, it just started losing me. It just was like too many games and too many like what the hell is going on anymore, you know? So I'm just like, yeah. I know Origins and what was the last Assassin's Creed game called? Like it's not Origins 2, right? What was the last one? The one with you could play like a male or female version, male or female assassin. It was like a sequel to Origins, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Odyssey, thank you. Yeah, I didn't get to play Odyssey or Origins yet. I get unless it's Spider-Man or maybe Grand Theft Auto or because even Red Dead Redemption 2, I think Spider-Man's like one of the only and like the God of War, any open world game gets a little overwhelming for me. My favorite games are like Overwatch and Devil May Cry 5 and I love yeah, like Mortal Kombat 11. Like I love first person shooters like Overwatch where they're super fun to play and uh they have events, but it's mostly just go online, have some great matches. And then Devil May Cry, I love hack and slash and everything. Thanks, Megan. I hope so. No, I don't play Destiny. My three favorite game franchises: Devil May Cry, God of War, uh, Mortal Kombat. Overwatch, I guess now since it's a franchise. It's only has one game, but they're gonna make Overwatch 2, so it'll definitely be up there. So probably Overwatch would take over. Yeah, well, God of War, well, and then Uncharted. So yeah, it's hard. Those are my favorite. And I love Star Wars Battlefront 2, especially. Kingdom Hearts 3 was cool. It I liked it, but it got a little repetitive there, and the story is so convoluted. It is, and then I heard the DLC just sucks. Um, yeah, I just played the new Joker DLC in Mortal Kombat 11. Joker is so much fun. I love Injustice, so Mortal Kombat and Injustice are like the same thing. Mortal Kombat is just more violent, and they're not DC characters, but Joker is the first DC character to be in a Mortal Kombat game. I mean, minus DC versus Mortal Kombat, but the first official standalone, not standalone, but it's not a crossover game. So you can see Joker get decapitated and blown up and all that stuff. Resident Evil 2, I haven't played it yet. I've been wanting to, but I liked Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 the best. So old school Resident Evil, the horror, survival horror, I thought it was cool, but I really liked was more action. I'm one of those Resident Evil fans. Oh yeah, I like the Terminal DLC. I think Sindel and Joker are the best DLC characters for sure. Like Nightwolf is cool. Terminator was okay, and that Arnold voice actor wasn't Arnold. It wasn't the best voice, but he wasn't that bad. But yeah, the new Mortal Kombat movie looks cool, and they have that animated Scorpions Legacy or something, or yeah, that one's coming out. What was it called? Scorpions. Oh my god. Yeah, Scorpion's Revenge. Of course, it would be Revenge. My God, what is going on? Jesus. Oh, Daria, I got your message, and thank you. I appreciate your support. Excuse me. Any other questions, you guys? Sorry. I'm about getting ready to go to work, driving Uber tonight till like 3 or 4 in the morning. I haven't watched Star Trek Picard just because I don't have CBS All Access. I definitely would love to check out. I love Next Generation. I love Patrick Stewart, especially because he supports pit bulls, like adopting pit bulls, and that's why Picard has a pit bull, because that was that was Patrick Stewart's reasoning. Any other last questions, you guys? Just want to say thank you so much for letting me spill my heart out. Stay tuned for in my video about why I'm straight edge, review of Halsey's album Manic, a new comedy toy video series. Definitely gonna do videos about mental health, about music, about a lot of things. So stay tuned, you guys. And if you want to support me, because I only have like a few Patreon supporters, and just want, especially when I start doing my videos regularly again, I'm gonna have great perks and everything. So you can go to my Patreon at patreon.com/SeanXLong. If you put even $1 a month, really helps out the channel. Or just go to my Big Bad Toy Store link and buy things through there. It helps them, so they give me more store credit, so I can do more toy related stuff for you guys. And also, yeah, like me on Facebook, Sean X Long, Instagram, Twitter. It's all Sean X Long. And thank you guys so much for watching my live show. I'm gonna go get to work at my other job. Busy night tonight, hopefully. Make some good money. Okay, you guys. So thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful night. Chitara. Really, yeah. Hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for everything. And for more, check out my website at seanxlong.com. Always say all that. So thank you guys. Stay tuned for more. Hope you're having a good 2020 so far. Oh, yeah. And go Niners in the Super Bowl. 49ers, that are my team, and they'll be in the Super Bowl. So enjoy the Super Bowl, you guys. And then new Fast and Furious trailer. John Cena plays Dom's brother. Really awesome. He's never been mentioned, but apparently he has a brother now. And then also Mia's back and Han. I did not expect that. I was surprised they didn't figure out how to bring them back, but I'm glad he's back. We need more. We need more representation for like Asian actors in those movies. Okay, Chitar. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night. Support me on Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm Sean Long. Remember, live long and love life. Thank you, guys.